blowing out my ass.
Alright guys, right, this is a new one for me. This is a roving match organised by Fishing and Country Life with Tommy Joe. I'm sure you all know who Tommy Joe is. If you don't, it's the one that looks like Hagrid from Harry Potter. We are fishing a mark down the back end of Holyhead, opposite Southstack pretty much. Not a mark for the faint-hearted, and you will see why. There's 50 anglers fishing, and the boundaries are the whole of Holy Island, which is brilliant. So a lot of ground to choose from. Travelling light, rucksack, few spur reels, one rod, some bait, and that's it.
Brought a little spinning rod with me as well, because I checked with Tommy before coming here, and you can use a lure. No feathers, obviously I won't be chucking feathers around here, but I think we've got a couple of hours of daylight once 4 o'clock starts, or the match starts at 4. So I'm going to try for a pollock on lures, and then when the light goes, switch to the bigger rods. That's the plan now, but whether or not that happens, I've got no idea. We've just seen a massive seal. He's out there somewhere, but he was actually in front of Ceirion, so if he terrorises him all night. But yeah, sort of give you a show round before it gets dark. There's Mel over there. There he is. He's getting set up all nice and comfy now for... You got what? You got your settee ready? We'll go and have a chat with Mel in a minute when we've all got our camp set up. And yeah, hopefully the next time you see us we'll be fishing. Guys, you got a fucking brew there? Nah, I'll get one in a minute. Right guys, we've got probably 10 minutes before we're casting in. I am going to chuck a couple of lures about, and then I am going to move over to a rough ground rig. It's got a snood a few foot above the lead and one below on a rotten bottom. Chuck that 20-30 yards out. I have had pollock here before doing the same thing. I think all of us are starting on them kind of tactics, and then when the tide turns and the darkness descends, we're going to try for the congers and the bigger fish. But yeah, try and get a fish, try and get off the mark. We're going to have a chat with Ceirion in a minute, have a chat with Mel, and yeah, empty the fucking sea. No, he's grooming him, keeps giving him fishing rods. See, I'd get groomed for fishing rods, to be fair, so. Oh, it's like fucking ice down here. Yeah. Fucking hell. Still another 2 hours of it to go, so if we're landing any decent fish, it'd be on the fucking ball, yeah. You are?
And that's the end of that casting jig and the lure fishing.
Fucking. So guys, all baits today, I'm keeping it nice and simple. All baits today have come from bluefin, of course. Some mackerel fillets, some Royal Star frozen squid. Now this is the stuff that I used a few nights ago on the boat, and we hammered the congers and the huss. Some right bait mackerel, and I've got some worm there, some ragworm. I've only brought the ragworm because I had it anyway. That's not really something that's probably going to be used today. Looks messy, but it's not. I've got my little camp set up. Again, travelling light with the rucksack, spare reels, rod. I think there's about 50 anglers fishing around Holy Island today. There was a bit of a mad rush from the car park. We thought there'd be a lot more people down this way, to be fair. It was like wacky races. But Mel in the van behind, we could see smoke coming off his tyres trying to keep up with Ceirion. Yeah, it was a 60-mile-an-hour road and he was doing 60 exactly, yeah. But yeah, I don't know where. I think a lot of people have gone down this coastal at the kind of, there's southstack just across the bay. Not for the faint-hearted, these rocks, so don't, yeah, if you're going to come down here, come down prepared. The tide's ebbing, it's going left, so I'm going to cast this slightly right. And that's where it's going, little plop. Right, see if that does anything. I know Mr. Terry Wax is just round the corner. Carnarvon Angling. He's graced us with his presence at this match. So the next bait going out, they've got a really long rotten bottom on this. That'll all clip up to there like that, and then we've got two standoff snooze, so it's just a 2-hook flapper, both with slivers of mackerel belly. And when that deploys, the first bait is probably 4 foot, just over 4 foot from the lead, so it should, with a tightened rod, or, you know, tighten the line down, it should sit up above the rocks. That, so any pollock passing, I don't know, a knackered old lead, don't know, probably 6 ounce, and just chuck it straight into the reef, see what happens. The one thing I will say about fishing marks like this is bring an extra headlamp. These clue lights, they don't run out in a session, but if you were to drop it in the sea, lose it, break it, damage it, you're better off having two. And then I have got a real backup little, one of the mini clue lights, and just little lamps, so you can put a bit of light on your gear, put one on your rod tips. So we're getting ready for the evening now. Everything's packed away. I've just got the bait out, what I need for baiting up and for rotten bottoms. Got the suit on, and it's starting to drizzle. I didn't think it was due rain tonight, but I've just been corrected, and we are. So luckily we're all prepared anyway. Not a bite from anyone. Mel's just come back stripped. Possible signs of crab activity. But yeah, like I said, the tide's still ebbing. It's 6:15 low, which will coincide with when it gets dark, so hopefully them two put together will see us some fish. I've got 5 layers on, so you're going to see me walking around the rocks like a fucking sumo wrestler, but I'm warm at the minute. That's all that matters. If you can keep warm and keep comfortable, keep your hands dry, keep your hands warm, that's half the battle. And preparation then, having rigs ready. You know, I've got one there on the tripod. Having everything to hand so that when it does get dark, you're not scratching about for things going through your bag, your box. And these rocks are slippy. It's still heavy. We've probably got 15-20 foot down to the sea there. You want to be prepared, and a good set of boots as well is an absolute must. These aren't studded, but the grip on them's brilliant. Ceirion's got studded boots on at the minute, which are probably they're better than no studs. As soon as I have my first slip in these, if I do, touch wood it's not tonight, I will be putting studs in them. But yeah, you just gotta be careful out here. It's all too easy for something to go wrong. You bang your head and you're fucked, because these two will carry on fishing till the end of the match and I'll have bled out by then. Anyway, I'll stop chatting shit and I will bring you back when I've got a double figure conger. Well, what a load of shit that statement was. This was the first of many full sets lost, but this is why it's handy to have another reel or a few other reels with you. Fucking tying a new shock leader on that. You just get one straight back on, get it off, get it out. Well guys, Mel, that man there.
Thought Key were cocking about behind him.
He thought I was messing about with his rod. He just had a nice little pollock, so it's got to be 40 centimetres for us to... for.
No, it's not. That's nowhere near.
It could be, you know.
It's not. 40's there, isn't it?
Yeah, stick him on. He's not going to be far off. You'd kick yourself if... Oh,
it is, you know.
It is. Right, put his nose on the red. This could be a weighing in fish, this. Right. Just to get a gauge.
His nose is over.
Yeah, I reckon he's 42.
I reckon he's 43, you know.
You get him. Either way, that's a fish to take to the weigh-in. Well done, Mel.
Yes.
Well done, my mate.
Thank you, boss. Mate, you're coming home and there's some... You're giving me some batter.
Well done, mate.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Right, guys. Well, as you've just seen, Mel has caught a fish. He's got a 43 centimetre pollock, and the rules of Tommy's comp is any pollock over 40 can be taken back to the weigh-in. Congers and Huss and Rays are weighed, measured, photographed, and then released. Coleys, whiting, pollock, and there is a codling pool. I don't think anyone's going to catch one, but there's a codling pool. They're all to be taken back, and so yeah, Mel has got a fish to take back to the weigh-in. So that's the start. The tide, I don't even know what time it is, but I reckon we're at low water now. And I've literally just tied up a conger bait, so after him, you know, bringing that in, I might be rethinking that, and I might have another scratch for pollock. Yeah, I might do a bit more scratching with Mel. Right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to chuck this conger bait out, and I'm going to get another scratching rig ready for when this one comes in. Yeah, but it's good to see a fish. It gives everyone a bit of confidence then that there are fish out there and they are biting, and what we're doing is right, I guess. Or what Mel's doing is right. We can't take any credit for that, but it's a fish, and it's the boost we needed. So it's dark now, as you can see. and the tide will be turning in the next half an hour. So fingers crossed that that's a sign. We might all catch a fucking fish, eh? If we can all have something to weigh in, or to measure, or to enter, at least we're in with a shot. See you in a bit. And that there is a lovely conger. Sadly, I'm only joking. It's caught by this gentleman, Mr. P.
Alright guys.
Right,
where's that gone now? Where's my lead?
And I think it could go a double, that.
It might go, don't go back.
Oh, he's having a fight with him. He's a good chunky fish. I'm out of breath because I'm unhealthy and I went down and
look at that, it's only just
and
up
landed
to
it. That's right, yeah. Well, a bit more excitement, guys, as you've just seen there. Ceirion had a nice conger. Might go £10, so well done, Mr. P.
Scales.
Yeah, I'll come and grab them from you. Have you? Ceirion's just showing off that he's catching a load of congers in all his recent sessions, and I've not had any. I have actually had some nice ones on the boat with Dave, Anglesey charters, but I want one that big or bigger tonight. I want to take some money out of Tommy Joe's hand. But the fish are showing, and that's all we can hope for. Still got plenty of time, got a good few hours yet, so here's to hoping. I'm gonna get a couple of rigs baited up and sit back and chill. Fuck's sake. Great. Fuck's sake. I'm on 3 now. Right, it's going from bad to worse for me here. I've just lost my 4th set, so I've been through all 3 of my reels and I'm having to re-leader as we're going, and so far I've not had a fucking sniff. There's a big rock which I thought I was dropping in front of. I've had a look on Navionics and I thought I was in front of it, so I'm potentially going to have to move spots if I lose any more. I've not brought a rig in the last 3 casts. I'm potentially going to have to move spots, I think. Oh. How can this be happening? I just want a fucking bite. Got it?
You got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a big one. Could be a lobster to be fair. Could quite well just be a lobster this.
Strap it.
Is it? Or a doggy?
Oh, get out.
It's a fucking woofer.
Hey, measure it up.
Oh, I got my rig back. I didn't get my lead back.
The price of longest doggy.
Well, sadly not. Well guys, it's not a blank. There's a doggy and a lost lead. Fucking hell. This is fucking shite.
That's some your day at that one.
You are?
That's some your second up so far.
Oh. And as soon as a bit of water gets on them rocks, it literally turns them into an ice rink. So you need to be incredibly careful. You need to make sure you've got your wits about you. One slip, you're going in, and it's not going to be easy to get out. Well, it's about 9:30 now. Not much happening. Yeah, need something good to happen. Still time. Oh, I don't think it wants to set number 5. Come on. That's gone. Mono. Yeah, that went with a bang, didn't it?
What, you brought your rod?
No, it just went.
That went with a right crack.
Oh, it was. And that is set number
Nobody
5.
likes to hear that.
No, they fucking don't. Oh,
I couldn't resist that.
oh, do you know what? I've been beaten.
Nobody likes to hear that.
That was a crack and a half, that, wasn't it?
I wish you'd recorded that. That was
I
incredible.
know. Oh.
I literally thought your sprod had gone.
Yeah, I did, to be fair, but no, it's one more snap, sorry, and I'm done. Effort does not equal reward tonight.
I told you, you can't go far out where you are. There's that snag.
Yeah, I'm losing gear at every distance. If I bring it short, I'm losing them. If I give it a cast, I'm losing them.
Well, if Ceirion's throwing out that way,
I'm going to cast straight over Ceirion now.
yeah, just nick his catch. Come on, man.
I'm going to cast straight over his head.
Cast between friends.
Oh. Stuck on other gear and all, yeah. Probably getting stuck on all my fucking gear.
Oh, come on.
Don't ask me, I'm no use to anyone tonight. So since I last spoke to you, I've had a lobster. I've not lost a full set since. I've lost a couple of leads. I'll bring you back if something good happens. It's not. Tell you what, one of the many benefits of fishing with Ceirion, Mr. Anglesey tight lines, is he's always got brew making kit with him, and it's good and all. This will warm the cockles up. Next bait going out is a squid, full squid. Bit more elastic than you'd normally put on because there is a lot of crabs out there. And tentacles will flap about in the tide. And then the only bit of loomy I've got on there is just a couple of loomy beads. And I'm going to catch a 7 pound 13 ounce. Here he is, lovely fish. I did get a little bit of it on video, but it was just a case of getting that in, wasn't it, mate? It's here. Yeah, just a case of getting it in.
Don't forget to subscribe, KNP.
And vice versa to Mr. Anglesey tight lines, who my Mr. Miyagi, second Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, I've got a ginger one and a proper one. Yeah. But yeah, there's fish coming in. I've just got to get one now.
You will.
I will. But yeah, there we go. That's gonna catch it, mate. Well done, Mr. Pete.
Aye.
Oh. Yeah, rain's coming in a little bit now. Gonna message a couple of the lads that are in the match and see how they're getting on wherever they are. Tell them all lies and say, oh yeah, we've had 3 double figure congers here, and when I say double figures I'm talking 20 plus. Loads of pollock, whiting, we've even had a few cod. And they'd be like, oh yeah, fuck it, we'll just go to the pub then, shall we? And then Ceirion's little conger, well not little, but Ceirion's 8 pound conger, and Mel's 43 centimetre pollock, we'll get some dosh, and then we'll go pub. Literally, I'm just chatting delirious shit now. I will bring you back, something good happens. And something good did happen. We packed up and fucked off. Torturous, losing all them rigs. I had another little doggy after that. We were getting pestered by lobsters. So yeah, we made our way back up to the presentation. Anyone who wants to see who won what, and there was a good few prizes, go and check out Tommy Joe's channel, because he's got a full list, and I think his video covers exactly who won, including Handsome Liam, Winnie's lad. He won biggest huss and took himself 200 quid home. Terry Wax was in the prizes. Yeah, it was a good night. Cheers, Tommy.